My name is Richard Serrano, and I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a network field engineer, and I do telecommunications.
My name is Phil Scheib, and I am from Alaska. I am retired locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack, and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George Brooks. I am originally from New Jersey. Been in IT for the last 33 years. And in between that, still cutting down trees, climbing trees, and all that other stuff in between.
My name is Terrell Lee. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I work at a small used car lot just to get out of the house.
I discovered this whole community of traders in the trade room, which, you know, I knew I was sitting in front of my computer at home all by myself, and now all of a sudden here is this community out there, which I found very generous. Everybody was so supportive and welcoming. It just really blew me away.
What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
My name is Josh Levitin. I'm from Bethpage, New York, and I'm the senior instructor here at Cybertrading University. What makes our on-site class so great, aside from the networking aspect of it all, just having our students meet each other for the first time, is the fact that myself and Fausto are very hands-on with our students in the sense of just being able to literally overlook their shoulder and watch their trade, what they're focused on from their platform.
Some news came out and the thing just popped.
While I can comment on what they should focus on online, they might not be able to understand that as well compared to having us right there in front of them.
I kind of like the idea of not being in front of a computer 8 hours a day, because I can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of doing it in the morning and then going to do all the other stuff I need to do.
Everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner. Yeah, it's like it's not worth it.
When I spoke to Fausto on the phone and he interviewed me, the thing he said the hardest thing for me to do would be to unlearn the things that I previously learned. And it turns out that's 100% true. And the stuff that I'm learning from him and from Josh and everybody has really made all the difference in the world in understanding what a day trader is and how it actually works.
Fausto and the staff at CTU University, they're really on top of everything. They give you good trade choices, and they keep you alert onto whatever's happening in the market at the time for the day.
Right, so we made a profit. What did I just say earlier? Just take the money and run, because guess what? If you didn't take it, how would you be doing right now? Now you're losing money. You're just trying to make that day's pay. That's all you're looking to do. You got it, you made it. Listen, for every stock, if that kept on going, for every one that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner.
I don't think you're going to find a better support team in the stock trading business anywhere. That's why I'm here at the platinum level.
You know, a lot of people want to go out there and trade and don't know if it's for them or not. And guess what? That's okay, because it's not. And the thing you have to look at is you have to find a mentor, you have to find a school, you have to sample a couple of things with a couple of schools out there, do a couple of classes, and you make the choice. But don't make the biggest mistake that people make. Go out there and be part of 90%, maybe even higher, of the failure rate in today's industry, because people want to try it before they learn. I mean, would you ever want someone to work on your loved ones that never went to med school? Or how about just giving your finance money to some financial planner that never learned finance? We are no different, but you are on the right path. The right path is you should be doing it on your own. And by doing it on your own, you need a mentor to show you how to do it. And that's what you're going to get here at Cybertrading University. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Fausto from Cybertrading University. How's everybody doing this wonderful afternoon on a lovely Thursday? Let me just get it loud and clear. If you guys can hear me, good to see you, Renzo. Good to see you. Looks like we got some students in here. This is great. Everybody else can hear loud and clear? Just give me a chat back. All right, good, good, good. So anyway, hopefully everybody just enjoyed that quick little video of some students of ours that have come and visit us here in New York. Unfortunately, we can't do that now with COVID, but we will. We're going to get through this. But I am here not to entertain you and tell you about, hey, I'm the best, and this and that. I'm here to hopefully find some traders that are actually looking to change their career around, or maybe you're trying it it didn't work out. Maybe now you want to start doing it, or maybe you dealt with a different school and just like, I thought it was for me, but it wasn't really the right fit. Well, hopefully this is going to be a last time of watching another video or a webinar to kind of like now starting getting into trading. So what I'm looking to do is this. Today, I want to teach everybody a little bit about trading. I want to teach some basics. I'm going to teach some advanced stuff. I want to talk about the Reddit versus Wall Street, David versus Goliath, a couple of things like that. And I also want to tell you what a short squeeze is, how you could make money in today's markets, because a lot of people are failing and they don't know why. Okay. And, our biggest thing is we're not here to teach you how to make money. We're here to teach you how to stop losing it. And I want to start off. I want to get right deep into it right now before I start going into an intro and teach about trade. I have a question for everybody here. I'm going to do a quick poll. All right. And my poll is this. Hold on. Let me get it right here. I want to know, what kind of broker do you have? Do you have a direct access broker, an online broker? I just put it in the chat room right there. And then just everyone just tell me basically what it is. If you do and you don't. If you don't know what it is, just give me just write in the chat room, like a, question mark. All right, now guys, don't be shy. Don't be scared. No one's going to pick on you. No one's going to make fun of you. My goal today is to kind of educate you guys, to make you realize, why are you failing in today's markets? Okay. Now, as you guys are filling that out, you're probably realizing, like, anyone heard of Robinhood? Okay. I guess we all have, right? So it's like, why is anybody trading on Robinhood? Why are they trading on Fidelity? Why are you trading on a company like, Tastyworks or TradeStation? What's the difference? What makes one different than the other? Well, let me explain to you really quick, because hopefully what I'm going to show you right now is going to plateau you to realize that I got to get involved with Cyber Trade University. I got to know what they're doing, because they're not talking about it. So what I want to do right now is I just want to show you what a direct access trade is. Now, let me just explain to you, because this is why, a lot of the people trading today's markets, before I start talking about short squeeze and Reddit, they don't know what makes one broker different than the other. 50% will fail, including yourself, in trading because you got the wrong brokerage account. So let me kind of give you one right here. Hold on. I'm going to bring up my trading system here. Now, can everyone see this okay? Can everybody see the trading system okay? Just give me a chat back and let me know. Okay, good. So what I got right here is I'm going to show you something called, hold on. I'm going to bring up something that's called NASDAQ TotalView. We're going to talk about it. So let me end the poll. Let me just share the results so you guys can see that, not everybody answered, but I would say more than, 70% of you don't have a direct access broker. Okay. So I want to stop that. And I want to ask everybody just one more last question. Does anybody here have level 3 quotes? I'm going to do another quick poll. Anybody here have level 3 quotes? Yes, DD, Web Bull is the same exact thing as Robinhood. Okay, so what we're looking at, as you're seeing right here, we're looking at a level 3 system. Okay, now I want to show you the power of having the right brokerage account. Did you know that you have the capability of having a seat on the exchange? Okay, you could actually, you don't have to worry about these, like, you ever do a trade and you do a trade and these people never answer, and I don't know who I'm buying it from, I don't know who I'm selling it from, I don't know who's buyer, who's the seller, why it got executed, where did the money go, who bought it, Who am I like? Why did I get that stock, and why am I not getting it? That's what we're going to talk about really quick. So I just want to make it a little. I want to get very excited about it. I'm going to share the results. So we're looking at a stock right here, CYTH. Now it's irrelevant what the company does or what all I want to show you is that I want to show you how I can actually put a limit order and actually buy a stock without dealing with Goldman, Shearson, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Web Bull, anything like that. You're going to actually see me actually do a trade right here. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go on NASDAQ. I'm going to go on the NASDAQ market, which is right here. Okay. This right here. And I'm going to negotiate. I'm going to negotiate to try to buy this stock, CYTH. I want to try to buy 100 shares at $10.96. Okay. I'm going to go out there and negotiate. Now, right here, what I want you to focus on is this. I want you to focus on the buyers, and I want you to focus down here where it says NASDAQ. Okay. Does everybody see that? Okay. So watch this. I'm going to go out there and, oops, wrong. Got to go down a little bit lower. Sorry about that. Let me move this out of the way so you could see, put this over here. You see my order. Wrong window. Want to be able to see both screens. Okay, there we go. Both screens. All right. So hopefully that worked. Okay, so I'm going to go out there. I'm going to negotiate, and let me just clear this out so you guys can see this. I'm going to try to buy this stock. I'm going to put a limit order at 97 cents, $10.97. Okay, so watch over here. You see the number right here on the, let me get my pointer. Maybe this will help out. You can follow along. You see right here, it says 1098, 300 shares, one order. You see right here, NASDAQ at 1095 for 3 shares. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to click buy. Okay. And you notice that it says accepted buy at 1097. Right here, that's me. I'm right there. That is me, ladies and gentlemen. That is me right here. I am out there right now competing against the whole world. I have a seat on the exchange buying a stock. Try to do that with your online broker. They're like, what are you talking about? Watch how quickly this is. Let's just say I have a change of heart. I click cancel, right? I'm going to click cancel. Watch the number of 1097 disappear. Boom, gone, like that. Okay? Gone. Let's just say, you know what? Maybe I want to pay a little bit more. Maybe I want to pay $11. All right? I'm going to change my bid. Oh, somebody went out there at 11.10. Okay. I'm going to pay 11.01. Okay. Oops, somebody went 11.10. These guys are bidding up the stock already. It's actually going up in price. I'm trying to go out there and negotiate. So let me go 11.01. Okay. I'm going to join this ECN. I'm going to click buy. And there I am. You see NASDAQ? You see me right here? 11.01. Cancel. Gone. We do it again. Buy. There I am. Boom. Cancel. You want to do it again? Buy. Look, I'm basically having fun trading the market. So when you go out there and you're wondering who's bidding up for these stocks, how do they go up? Who's bidding them up? You just witnessed what is called direct access. Now, I have a very important question before we move forward. How many of you can do that with your broker? Just give me a yes or no. No, 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 no. David says yes. A couple of you said yes. A lot of no's. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. And let's get right to it. Now you know why when you do a trade and a broker tells you, "Oh, you can't buy and sell a stock. We're going to lock you out," or because this is what happened with all the
Robinhood traders. We're not going to only give you X amount of shares to trade and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And you're probably fed up. You're like, how is the little guy going to compete against Wall Street? Well, let me tell you something. I was that little guy, okay? And I came to the conclusion and says, you know what? Why didn't I just go work for them and see what they do? Because I'm sick and tired of losing money and not having the right tools, okay? Nothing like that happens at Schwab. Well, once again, depends on what kind of broker you have, okay? You got to remember, just because the broker said you bought it, or I got a better question for you. Can any of you guys explain to me, okay, why are brokerage firms giving tickets for free? Anybody answer that question? You know, what is this, an entitlement? We're all entitled now? We get free trades? You mean those beautiful buildings in Manhattan, those gorgeous, nice coffee machines is for free? Okay? Because they like us, John. Oh, that's why. How did I not know that? They like us. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. The right answer is what most of you are basically saying. They're selling your order to somebody else, right? They're not selling my order. Do you really know? Do you really know you're getting that stock at that price? How do you know they're not trading against you? How do you know that they're not buying it cheaper where you could have bought it like me and selling it to you for a profit? You don't. That's why people fail. Listen, I'll make it very simple. Public transportation. It's great. It's wonderful. You got the train, you could take a bus, you could take a taxi. You know, it's cheap. You take the local bus, $2, right? Who wants to buy a car? You got the responsibility, you know, you got to pay insurance, gas, everything else. You got to get a license, right? So why you have a car? Listen, we know why we need a car. Try to explain that to a pregnant wife. Hey, honey, I had to, we have to wait for the bus starts at 7 a.m. and she's in labor at 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know why we need it. And this is why people fail. Don't believe what everyone else is telling you, you know, in the industry. This is how you're supposed to trade. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is just the beginning. You want to know what is a short squeeze. You want to know why Reddit guys were not getting out of their orders. You want to know why Wall Street, there's like a new set of rules for them and not for you. Well, it all starts by, first of all, you got the wrong brokerage account, okay? Because teaching you how to trade and teaching you what to buy and sell or knowing how to think for yourself, more or less, you can't do that if you're not going to get the right execution system. So that answers number one, the question, the number one reason for failure. Now let's go talking about trading, okay? How do I know this? I'm going to give you a quick little intro about myself, okay? I don't want to bore you or, you know, and tell you how great I am. I'm not that type of a guy. Maybe I was 22 years old. I'm 49 right now. But when I started, there was about 1,000 day traders. Now there's, I don't know, maybe a couple of 100,000 of you now. I actually worked for a brokerage firm. I was a prop trader. Back then, you had to be licensed to do it, not like today. And, you know, and before I did that, I didn't want to become a prop trader. I didn't want to work for somebody for the one main reason why most people today don't get education. Because I didn't want to split the profits. Today, people don't want to get education because like, well, isn't that stuff free? Yeah, okay. Let me know how that works out for you, okay? After I blew up 2 accounts, I never blew up another account ever since I started working with it, ever since I started learning how to trade. Because what I've learned is that what you just seen today, when I noticed that I could actually make my own trades and compete against all the top brokerage firms in the industry, I finally realized I'm like, wait a minute, why? What the hell was I thinking? Like, why? I didn't even know this. Actually, I didn't even know that this even existed. Okay. Had no idea this existed. And now I know why people fail. So I was basically semi-retired at the age of 24 years old. I was a very good trader. I learned on really quickly. I had really good mentors that taught me very well. They made a lot of money from me because I split the profits from them. But being an entrepreneur, I'm like, you know what? I want to do it on my own. And that's what most people think. But what I've learned from my mentors, they says, Fausto, you can't do this yourself. They're like, wait a minute, I'm talking, I'm a great trader. I'm doing great here. Like, listen, do you see this execution system? You walk out that door, you're not going to have it. You see this trading room? If you walk out, you're not going to have it. You see all these great traders? Who are you going to be able to pass your ideas with when you're out the door? And they're like, you know what? That's right. You know, I know we all work for somebody and like, wow, that guy's got a great business. I would like to start it. But, you know, there's an investment that's involved, all that stuff. So I came up with the idea and I says, you know what? I want to start a school. I got to teach people how to trade. And then I had to start a trading room, just like we have now, a live trading room where you guys can come and trade. So I started the first online educational school and the very first trading room before anyone did it. Now, I'm not here to brag about it. I'm not here to tell you about that. You all going to get the opportunity to be in that room, but I want to explain to you. The reason why I'm here is I'm looking to train and educate traders. So this is like more of an interview. You're here for an interview. You're here to interview me. You want to see if I really know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you how 95% of you are reading things backwards, unless you're a student. So I want to go over there. I want to show you how to do it. And then at the end of this presentation, I'm going to invite every single one of you to come and judge us on our trades, our instructors, on our students, and see if they make money doing it. Because anybody could print a nice little PowerPoint. But think about before you walked in the door. How many of you here actually saw a direct access trade? How many actually explained it to you in that little simple detail? Imagine how much smarter and better trading decisions you had made if you just had the right tools. The reason why people don't want to have the right tools in today's times, which I know that the reason why you're smarter than most people, is because the problem, everybody wants stuff for free. And everyone's advertising free. Free is great. Free is beautiful. Who's paying for that? You really telling me those people actually work their asses off to build that, to work for free? How generous. Oh, wow. That's great. Listen, nothing's for free. You do it right or you don't do it at all. So please don't get, I'm a little brash. Don't get too defensive on me, but I hate to see people lose money. I see it's a 90% failure rate and you don't want to be the one. So let me tell you how to do it the right way. Okay. So basically that's how I got started as a trader. Actually, it's a pretty funny picture, the Forbes picture, a bunch of kids tormenting Wall Street. That was a friend of mine. It was pretty cool. Look at that monitor. You know what's crazy? We made money on trading on that little stinking 15-inch monitor right there. You can't get people, and we paid $20 a trade back then. You can't get people that make money today with 6 monitors, okay? Which is crazy. The picture on the right just lets you know I'm a regular guest at NASDAQ before they shut it down with COVID. And they wanted me to teach you, and specifically, how does direct access work? Because what I'm about to show you is something called TotalView. And I was one of their regular guests there, educating. And by the way, at the end of this video, at the end of this webinar, we're going to play the video as you guys are registering to get into my trading room. And so you can get to watch it, live. Okay. When I did the event. So here at Cyber Trade University, we've got 2 families. So I've been married for almost 25 years now. I got 3 lovely boys. Obviously, you can see it all make girls. And, and one of the great things about being married is that we all know how difficult it is because divorces are very expensive. But trading is like marriage. It's you got your ups, you got your downs, and you work it out. But what's nice about what we do as a trader, which made my relationship work very well with my family, is that we get to travel, we get to do things together. We didn't hate each other, but that's the beauty about being a trader. And then I have my second family on the right. And if you look at those people, they're just like you. They're engineers, people on the border control people, cowboys, grandmas and grandpas, professors, pharmacists. I mean, you said it, they're all walks of life, just like you, truck drivers, whatever you want to say it. Now, the big thing that we need to focus now is like, okay, so how do you get part of the family? What makes your system different than every other person that out there is telling that their system is the best? I'm not saying my system is the best. What I'm trying to tell you is this is how Wall Street trades. Okay, you want to know what happened to Reddit against Wall Street? I'm here to tell you the facts, and I'm going to answer. And we got instructors in here that are going to be able to answer your questions. Glenn, what is a prop trader? A prop trader is a trader that trades someone else's money. Back then, you couldn't trade your money; you had to trade for somebody else. When I first got started, okay. Now, the thing everybody wants to know: can they see your trades? Well, brokerage firms can if you have an online broker. Remember, I just showed you if you do a direct access trade, they can't because you just cut the middleman out. All right. Now, by the way, is everyone subscribed to my YouTube channel? Anybody here subscribe to YouTube? I'll put the link up there. I know one of my instructors put in there, but I'm live every single morning at 9 a.m. doing a live broadcast. If you join my room, you're not going to need to do it because we do it there. But I go through what's called a pre-market live show, and I'll even show you everything. And by the way, you can see all the recordings there. So if you guys want to catch up to it, you can. All right, just give you that link right there so you guys can register. Now, what I'm here to talk about is what's this whole thing about David and Goliath, that I did this webinar and, the Reddit against Wall Street. Listen, if you can't beat them, you just got to join them. A lot of people still today just don't understand why are these brokerage firms have a different set of rules than they do. Well, you know what it is? The number one main reason is you had the wrong tools. You have the wrong brokerage account. You're not trading the right stocks. But we all know that the little guy could obviously, if you got a bunch of us, we could really move the market. Because it all comes down to something called supply and demand. Yes, that's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So we saw GameStop. Now, listen, where's GameStop now? GameStop is getting destroyed, right? It was like $60 now. Was it GME? Just going to look it up right here. Yeah, it's getting, basically down to 68. Okay. So can I ask everybody a question? Did you really think GameStop is worth $40? Did you think it was worth 160? Did you think it was worth 340? Did you think it would have hit 500? Okay. No, of course not. How did it go up? Supply and demand. That is the two things that you're going to learn. When you have a big demand for the stock, it goes up. When you get a big supply, it's going to go down. Now, GameStop was an anomaly. Okay. This doesn't happen every day, every week, or every month. But honestly, it does happen every year. We do get a stock like this. And GameStop was only one. There was several of them out there. I mean, you had a bunch of them that moved. You had AMC, you had American Airlines, you had KOSS, all of them. The thing that you have to understand is that when you trade today's markets, we're all here to make money. But the big thing you got to be careful is you don't get suckered in and get caught holding the bag. How do you prevent that? By following the orders. How do we know this stock went up the way it did? We follow the orders. Kodak, that's right, was one of them. John was bringing up BlackBerry. Yes, that was another one. There's so many of them out there. But how do you know if they're going to continue or they're going to go down? Follow the money. That's all you have to do. It's the simple, basic kindergarten way of trading. Now, if you're someone here that's looking to want to hear the next famous indicator that's out, maybe you've taken you learned you're a professional and BACDs and Bollinger Bands. Just lay off the bat, we don't use indicators here. The reason why is we're not laggers, we're leaders. We want to see what's in the future, not what happened in the past. Now, you could see all these stocks, how they just came down. AMC went up, AMC came down. Nikola was another one. Forgot that. That stock was, I don't know what the hell this thing came from. I've been watching this stock forever. I don't even know how this thing went up the way it did. But $4 to $10, right back down to $4. I mean, they do it all the time. Okay. So before we do that, let me just clarify one thing. Does anybody here know what a short squeeze is? Just give me a yes or no. I don't know if anybody here knows what a short squeeze is. Andrew, David. Okay, we got a lot of no's. All right, so somebody in my Rich, could you put the link? I don't know if you have it, Rich, but could you put the link of our YouTube channel regarding about the short squeeze video? I did a detailed video with a short squeeze, and believe it or not, I did it a long time ago. Basically, what happened is that a short squeeze means this: somebody bought the stock. Okay, let me take a step back. People think the stock is, well, actually, let me reiterate this way. Does anybody know what a short is? Let me start off with that. Does anybody know what a short means? You're shorting a stock. Okay, so some of you said no. Okay, shorting basically means that you think the stock is going to go lower. Now, technically, what that means and how you get a short is this. You're going to go to your brokerage firm and you're going to ask them, hey, I want to borrow stock from you. But you got to give it back to the price you borrowed it at. So you're going to borrow the stock. Remember, you don't own it. You're borrowing it, but you're guaranteeing you're going to give it back at that price. So say you borrow the stock at $10 because you think in the future it's going to be worth $5. So what you're going to do is you're going to sell your brokerage firm's trades, his shares, his 1,000 shares at $10 at the market, but you got to give it back to him at 10. In the future comes up, it does exactly what you thought. The stock goes down. You buy it back at 5, and then you give it back to where you borrowed it at 10, and you make yourself $5. That's basically what a short is. You're borrowing it, but you got to give it back. Now, what is a short squeeze? Well, what's happening, they're borrowing all this stock from people and they're selling it in the market because they think it's going to go lower. Okay. But what's happening, they're selling it and somebody's buying it. They're like, oh, you want to sell it? No problem. By the way, do you have any more? I want to buy more. And the guy on the other side's like, wait a minute. Why is it not going down? Because remember, you got a buyer and you got a seller. It's black and white, right? So the guy's like, okay, you go to your brokerage firm. Can I borrow some more shares? And like, oh, we don't really have any. You're going to have to go talk to John at Goldman Sachs. You got to talk to Bill at Morgan Stanley. Hey, guys, do you have any more shares? Because I think the stock's going down. Because what's happening, it's not going down, it's going up. So the way they get squeezed is this. They're selling it. It's not going down. So what happens, they got to buy it back. And they're going to double down. You ever heard of averaging down and averaging up? So what they're doing is it's almost the same thing. So they're going to buy the stock. They're going to buy at this price. It's not going to go down. They got to buy it back. They're going to double it. Say they had 1,000. Like, shoot, the thing went to 15. I'm going to sell 2,000. Goes to 15. They're like, oh, crap, it's not going down. They're going to buy it at 15. Sell 5,000 at 20. It doesn't go down. They're like, damn it. So they keep doubling and tripling down. And that's how they get squeezed. And that's what's happening when you see these big run-ups and like, my God, look at that stock go up so fast the way it is because they're getting squeezed. The shorts are actually the buyers because they're buying back they're buying back the stock. They're losing money. And then they're doubling and tripling down as it's going higher. It's almost like averaging down. You ever heard of averaging down? Let's say you bought the stock at 10, the stock's at 5, you buy more at 5, to say you had 1,000 at 10, 1,000 at 5, now your average cost is $7.50. It's basically the same thing. Dollar cost average, very good. Okay. So basically that's a squeeze. So how do we find them? Well, listen, finding them is actually the easy part. There's so many stocks that we find that are short squeeze, and we know right away when they're a short squeeze. We go through our big percentage gainers and losers. I mean, look at this. Blue Apron, big short squeeze. I don't got to go on a website to go check that out. I just look at the chart. How does Blue Apron go from $8 to $20 in 2 days? Did they really sell that much product? Did they really become a $1 billion company to a $3 billion company overnight? How's that possible? It's called a short squeeze because it didn't go to 18. It went up to 28. So what they're doing is they're averaging, they keep selling more. They keep selling more. They buy it back. They sell it double, triple down. And then sure enough, stock goes from 28 all the way back down to 10. So eventually someone's going to lose. But how do we find them? We just work off our big percentage gainers and losers. We see these short squeeze all the time. I love short squeeze because they go up so nice and easy and they go up fast and you make your money and that's it. So don't ever look at, like, here's another one, you won, okay? Short squeeze. Stock goes from $10 up to 40. How does a stock go from 10 to 40? Oh, very simple. Short squeeze, okay? I don't need to go check out some website. I don't got to go check out some, somebody on another channel, whatever it is. By that time, I'm going to lose the run. It's a very easy thing. We know stocks don't run up that fast. It's all run by short squeeze. I would probably say maybe 70 to 80% of the stocks that run up this fast are short squeezes. Now, and you can see how the stock goes from, who's this, Carvana? Carva Corp. Stock goes from 6 to like 8 o'clock in the morning to 9, runs to 22, right back down to 8 at the end of the day. They're there every day. So don't worry about finding them. We do that. We do that for you. Every morning I do a watch list and, and we go out there and we trade them. I'm pretty interested in private tutoring when it's available. I need to discuss concerns of privacy. JW, like I said, you'll be able to talk to one of our education advisors and they'll be able to talk to you privately when it comes down to it. Okay, so what's the strategy? The strategy is this. You got to know when to buy and you got to know when to sell. Okay. Here at CyberTrading University, I want to be very clear. And we actually get a lot of scrutiny about it. I always get people always ask me and like, because we do something that most people don't do. Remember I told you I was registered? I was a licensed broker. I had to take my Series 763 and all that. It is illegal by the SEC and the FTC. You cannot give recommendations. You cannot do that. You are not registered to do that. So I want to warn everyone out there. And I don't need to bash any other companies out there. You can do your homework, go online. There's one of the biggest in the industry just got shut down 3 weeks ago. Another big one that had, tens of 50 offices just got in trouble because they couldn't help themselves. You cannot give someone a recommendation. You cannot tell them what to buy and sell. We do not tell you what to do. We teach you how to think for yourself. So our job is not to teach you how to make money. Our job is to teach you how to stop losing it. All right. So if you're looking for someone to teach you and tell you what to buy and sell, you're at the wrong place. Okay. I've been married for 25 years. I like to stay, married in my house for 25 more years. Okay. I'm not looking to go to jail. So I just want to clarify that because I had one person tell me, just came across the line and say, hey, Fausto, could you show us your buys and sells? No, I can't. And I will never do that. And I don't care if I get scrutinized for it. That's why I've been here for 25 years. Okay. There's people out there love doing that. Let them keep doing it. Go to those people. And by the way, even if I was allowed to do that, does that make you any money? What does that do for you? It doesn't make you anything. You got to be able to do it yourself. So what you need to do is you need to find out what to buy and sell and where to get in and where to get out. Now, let me teach you the strategy. My strategy is exactly how Wall Street market makers trade. Okay. How do I know this? Like I said, if you logged in early, I was taught by the best traders in the world. I live here in New York. I was trained over here. One of the first day traders. Nothing really has changed other than monitors got bigger, internet got faster, and ticket charges got cheaper. Believe it or not, technology is exactly the same. So there are a couple of different ways of getting a quote. Level 1, which tells you what most of you get, 99% of you, just tells you where the stock is trading at, what the price is. What is that worth to me? Garbage. Doesn't do anything. Then there was this thing that came out back in the early 90s called Level 2. By the way, is anybody here at Level 2? Anyone have level 2? Good. A lot of you do, right? Okay, great. Level 2 is worthless. Okay. It's been outdated since the 90s. We're talking about 30 years ago. How much is it worth? It's free, but that's all it's worth. It doesn't, level 2, just basically what I'm about to show you in level 3, you're gonna be like, my God, why would anybody want this junk? This thing doesn't do anything for you. Okay. People look at it, it's pretty, the lights move really quick, and lights are blinking and shows that there's action in the market. It doesn't tell you anything, doesn't tell you exactly who's buying it, who's selling it, at what amount of shares. It doesn't give you direct access to it, doesn't give you anything. Now, let's talk about TotalView. All right. Now, remember, I just showed you earlier what TotalView is, what the buyers and sellers are. All right. So what I want to do is I want to explain to more detail of how to trade. The first thing I want to ask again, let me go out there, and I think I already asked this question. I want to share the results. You could see that there are a lot of you here, probably about 70, 80% of you don't have level 3 quotes. Okay. Now let's talk about TotalView, because that's like a level 3 to me. What you're going to see right now is about 100 times more data than level 2 gives you. Listen to that, what I just said. 100, well, on their website, I think it's 20 times versus level 2. It's 100 times more level 3, depending on the stock. So think about it. What makes things go up and go down? We have any engineers out there? Do you have any business owners, accountants? What politicians, they'll want to know about, what does the poll say? It's data. Data is what gives the information to you to let you know what's going up and going down. Use an indicator. Where does an indicator get its information from? Data. Okay. So I'm going to show you the data, and you're going to see that trading is a lot more simple and a lot less complicated than what you're making it to be. And I'm going to show you all this live in my trading room. At the end of the presentation, every one of you are going to get the opportunity to say, this can't be too good to be true. It's impossible. I'm like, yeah, it is. And I'll prove it to you when you come in my trading room. Now, we're looking at DraftKings. You got buyers and you got sellers, okay? The buyers are on the left. The sellers are on the right. You got 3 columns. You got orders, you got shares, and you got the price that they want to buy it at. On the sell side, you got what they want to sell it for, how many shares want to be sold, and how many orders make up those shares. Now, the way this thing works is this. Whoever wants to buy the stock for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy their shares for less money is down at the bottom. Whoever wants to sell their shares for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell their shares for more money is down here at the bottom. So what you're looking at is a negotiated market. You're looking at a chat room. And depending on where you are, where you want to buy it, where you want to sell it, you're going to be there. Now, let me just do this again, because I'm noticing that a lot of you came in late. Okay. Let me do another order. All right. CYTH. I'm looking at this stock because it's just a little bit slower. That's the only reason why. I could look at faster moving stocks, but you're probably not going to see, it's going to be hard to kind of explain it. What do we got? CYTH. Okay. So here's NASDAQ. You see NASDAQ right there? I'm going to go out there and put a direct access order on NASDAQ. And let me show you the difference between level 2 and level 3. You see NASDAQ right there? This guy right there at 1108, that's him right here. Okay, now it looks like somebody bid it up for 1112. All right, so I'm going to go out there and I'm going to negotiate. I want to buy the stock at, I'm going to use NASDAQ, right? Put a limit order, and I'm going to negotiate. I'm going to buy it at 1115, 1114. Okay, I'm going to outbid these people. So I'm going to click buy, all right? Boom. You see that guy there for 100 shares? You see right there? That's me. Cancel. Boom, disappeared. I'm gone. My order disappeared. Don't have it there anymore. You see how the number just dropped down to 1108? Let's just do that again. I'm going to click buy. I'm going to try to negotiate and buy it at 1114. Okay. I'm going to click buy. There's my order. There's my order. And there I am right there. There's Fausto. Now, you want to see the difference between level 2 and level 3 that you're not going to see? Watch this. There's a buyer out there right now at 1115. I want to buy it at, let me pick a number, 1175. I'm going to go 1075. 1075, right? But somebody's using NASDAQ, using that ECN to pay more. Now, what I want you to look at is this. Right here and right here. Because I'm going to come down all the way down here. This is where I'm going to be. Okay? Everybody see that? Watch this. 1175, 100 shares, buy. There's my order. You see I'm right there for 1175, but I'm not showing up on level 2. Do you see how you're seeing more data in level 3 than in level 2? Does everybody see that? You can't see my order on level 2, but you could see it here. Cancel. My order's canceled here. I'm gone on NASDAQ. I'm down here, but you didn't see it on level 2. Well, now, this is where we're going with this. Now, let me just clear out the chart. Okay, so the way we use level 3 is that you just see me go out there and negotiate in the market to buy a stock, and I used what these ECNs to do that. Now, who is Fausto anyway? What is my 100 shares are going to do to that stock? Well, it's not me. I need to find where the big block orders are. I need to find out where what we call the iceberg orders are. This is what we call them here at CyberTrading University. We're looking, because it's not what's on top of the water, which is what you're looking at level 2. It's at the bottom of the water. And you know what? If you don't believe me, ask what happened to the Titanic. Now, how do we use this data? So right here is where things are going to start getting interesting. Now, what you're about to see, okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, is going to be quite shocking and quite quite disturbing, because what you're about to witness, you're going to be like, how does anyone even have a chance to even compete? So this is what we got. IQ goes from $24.20 all the way down to 23. Stops at 23 and goes right back up to 23.40. Why did the stock pick 23? Why didn't it pick 20? Why didn't it stop at 24? Why did it stop at 23? Well, how does stocks go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. And then when you look at level 3 right here, you'll notice that there are 77 orders out there that make up 96,000 shares at $23. Now, you got to look at it. Do you think 200 shares at 23.25 is a support level? It could. Listen, I put 100 shares out there. Does that mean I could actually influence or make a major support and resistance? Probably not. But that guy could. So what is your ultimate goal, everyone, you trade? You're always looking for supports and resistance levels. Well, guess what? We don't teach support and resistance levels. Support and resistance levels are for amateurs. That's just a nice, sexy word to say, oh, it's support level. Oh, listen, support levels will not exist unless you have buyers. So you could sit there and you could analyze the stock as much as you want. When I first got started as a trader, we never used charts. Never. Why? Because it's not what happened in the past. It's what happens in the future. How could you really say that there's a support level without even confirming it? The buyers are out there today. So you're looking at it like, oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, how about a resistance level? How about this? DraftKings goes from $36 up to $42. Stops at 12 o'clock. Hovers there for a few hours and then comes right back down to 40. Why 42? Why not 62? Why not 40? Why 42? Well, if you look over here on the level 3, you'll notice you got 300 shares, 500 shares, 200, 13 shares. Woo, 13, a whole 13 shares. But then when you work down, you're like, oh, wow, there's 55,000 shares out there. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't that makes like, it's like almost like, yeah, I don't want to beat that guy. Yeah, I'm not smarter than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. It's like black and white. Like, why would you think the stock's going higher? Which, by the way, it could, unless that guy cancels and someone buys it from him. But as of right now, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be holding the bag. Remember we talked about short squeeze and you wonder why the stock is going down? You want to be caught holding the bag at $500 of GameStop? Oh, but you know what? It went from 100. What do you think it's going to go to 2,000? What do you think it's going to be with Amazon? It's a short squeeze. You don't want to get caught in those unless you know how to play the game. And the game is you follow the money. That's it. By the way, there's nothing illegal about this. This is all public information. This is how the market works. You guys got to ask yourself, who really trained you? That's all. There's nothing to get upset about and even just, you know what? Is there something wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with it. Now, let's look at this American Airlines trade. Looking at the trend of the stock, let me see. I want to do a poll. I'm going to stop this really quick. Okay, I'm going to do a poll. Is this stock going up or going down? Let's see how you guys answer this question. Is this going up or down? While you're doing that, I'm going to drink my nice CyberTrading University cold cup of coffee. All right. Okay, so what we got going on here? First, I don't understand this question. I don't understand why anybody think this is going up. Okay, listen. If you said the stock was going up, I'm going to share this poll. Can I be honest with you? You should quit trading. I don't understand why you even thought in your right mind, looking at this stock, it's going up. This stock has every indication. It's making lower lows. The trend is down. I mean, what makes you think a stock's going up? I don't have any idea. And I hope that you're not serious. Okay? All right? That's all I ask. Now, for the ones that said it was going down, what do we need for the stock to go back up? Because we know it's not going to zero, which it could happen. You know, we saw the financial district, right? The crash in the financial crash. What do we need? Listen, you just graduated the kindergarten class. You're up to the first grade. What do we need? We need buyers. Could everyone just put that in the trading room? We need buyers, right? Just B. Mike, I didn't hear anything from you, Mike. John, Leslie, come on, guys, don't be shy. You're here to learn. You're here to do this for a career. You really want a $1,400 stimulus package? Is that going to make you change your life? Or would you like to make $1,400 a day and see why all these guys made a killing? 18-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids made $60,000, $200,000 trading GameStop. And you worry about a $1,400 stimulus check? Please, give it to somebody who really needs it. Let's go do why everybody hates Wall Street so much. You can't beat them. Learn how to play the game and do it. You need buyers, right? Now, this is a ridiculous call. Buyers, right? How do we find out about the buyers? We call them up on the phone. I mean, what do? We look, we got to go on Reddit. What do we do? What do we need? How do we find buyers? How do we find them? Do we look at a certain chart? What do we need? What's going to help us to find the buyers? Everybody. Exactly. You need level 3. What is so hard about that? What is so difficult? So let's go hop on over here, level 3. All right. Buyers, they're on the left-hand side. Last price, $28.65, 6,000 shares, 2,900 shares. Looking at God, there's 11 people around, in the world make up, 28.60. Oh, well, what do you know? 98,000 shares right here, 28.55. You think I'm going to question that guy? You think I want to outsmart him? No, you can't beat him. You join him. And guess what happened? It just did exactly what it showed. It came right up to that 28.50 and went straight up to 29.19, 29.15. Why? Because that guy wanted to buy it. No one wanted to sell it to him. He probably decided, okay, listen, I'll go execute everybody on the offer. Easy as that. So does that seem complicated yet? But by the way, did I lose anybody? Did I lose anybody? I didn't think I'd lose anybody. Okay, good. Perfect. Think about this for a second. Think about when you first came in here, right? Just think about this for a second. Why is no one else talking about this? Why is that it took all this time for you to come and did every webinar, and now somebody's obviously talking about level 3? Why do you think NASDAQ wanted me to do a presentation and talk about this? They want you to learn it. You know why? Because they're not real traders. You know, could I tell you how you distinguish from a real trader and a bad trader, a good educator and a bad educator? I'm going to give you the facts. And please don't get upset, because I know some people here spent a lot of money with certain schools. If you're ever going to interview anybody to kind of listen, you all need to learn how to trade from somebody. And actually, you need to learn from more than one person, okay? But if you move forward with Cyber Trading University or not, let me just give you my recommendation, tell you what you should look for. Number one, don't believe anything you read on the internet because it's fake news. The only thing you could read is go check the Better Business Bureau, okay? Because that's a federal government agency. If somebody's going to file a complaint, that's where they're going to go. Check with the brokerage firms. Do you think Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, Tastyworks, TradeStation, you think they would want somebody to go talk to their traders and then find out that what they were teaching them was false? Okay, so make sure they're being endorsed. And by the way, we're endorsed by all of them. Go check out the Google. You know, I don't think anybody, listen, now there's obviously people that are, you know, anti whatever, you know, and Google always puts them up, but go look them up. You know what I mean? Like, but look at the brokerage firms and make sure you check the Better Business Bureau. That's your number one goal, because a lot of them are not traders. They look good on TV. They got a great marketing system. They had a lot of people that invested money to buy Google AdWords. You know what cost them $10 a lead just to be on top of Google? Google's doing a great job doing that. They're making a lot of money on it. Is that who you want? Somebody that's buying you? No, you know what? You need to interview them. So when people ask me, they're like, I don't understand why nobody's talking about this. Because they never worked as a trader like I did. They never worked as a market maker. They never worked on Wall Street. They just thought they figured out a method and that's it. So I just want to be honest with everyone, because everyone's like, I don't understand, like, why more people are not talking about it. There are more people talking about it because there are schools out there that are students of ours, and I want you to know that. Now, let's look at Uber really quick, okay? Could you guys tell me where, in theory, would resistance levels be on Uber? Where do you think? Think about it. Resistance, sellers. Okay. Sellers are on the right. Sellers are what are called, they're on the ask. That's sellers. Bids are buyers, ask are sellers. You work your way down the list and look at that. Not only do you have a big buyer at 51.40, but you got another 63,000 share buyers, 51.50. So listen, I don't need to look at an indicator. I don't got to look at the news. I don't got to look at what's on TV. I don't got to look at some stupid chat room right there. Right away, without even thinking twice, I don't even got to look at a stupid Fibonacci, for crying out loud, or a MACD, or a 200 moving average, or whatever those crazy indicators you use. I'll just look at that and say, okay, that's resistance. But the chart doesn't say that. The chart says it's going higher. Who do you trust? What happened in the past or what you see in the future? Okay? It's as simple as that. You want to stick with the past? Go knock yourself out. I'm going to look what's out there. That's why we were never taught charts until the end. Now, not only did it not do that, it sat there from 11 o'clock, 12, 1, 2. Never wanted to break it. You ever notice like you're in a trade and like, I don't understand. Why is the stock not going higher? The stars cross the right way, you know, the green cross with the red line with the RSI and all that crazy stuff. Guys, listen, it doesn't matter. That is all BS. Those are made by mathematicians. Just follow the stupid money. And that will explain why it's not going higher. That stock is not going to go higher unless somebody buys it from him or the guy cancels his order. Just keep it like that. So listen, you do it right or you don't do it at all. Look at this picture right here. What is it? It's the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Can you guys just take a little second really quick? Do you see any charts on that floor? What do you think you see there? You see any charts? Look closely. You ever play that game Find Waldo? Go ahead, look. What do you see more? Charts or numbers? Okay? Because I was one of them. All right? We look at numbers. We look at orders. No way, they're all numbers, right? So why is everyone trying to think they're going to reinvent the wheel? Don't. Just follow the money. Now, I'm almost done here because I know we're going to past 1 o'clock. So I want to really get into this, and get you guys registered to come and join the trading room. So some people always ask me, this is Fausto, I heard these fake orders, this and that. Listen, you think these orders are fake? When you come to my trading room, I'll find one of them or use your money. You tell me how fake it is, okay? Whenever someone tells you that, just run far, far away. There's a tool called a time and sales window. Could you believe, I can't believe how many people don't use this window. Actually, the chart gets its data from time and sales. This is the confirmation of every transaction that takes place. The problem that people have with it, they think, oh, but it moves so fast, this and that. The reason why it moves fast is you got your defaults wrong, okay? That's the only reason why. But let's look at the stock RAD, okay, Rite Aid. Now, Rite Aid, you'll notice, has a big buyer right here for 5,500 shares at $86, all right? 86,000 shares at $15. Now, if you notice, Rite Aid came to $15 and went all the way down to $14. How's that even possible? Well, guess what? You look here at time and sales, look at the transactions. 11,000, 4,000, 2,000, all sold at 15, 15, 15, red, 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 red. If people are hitting that buyer on the bid, what do you think is going to happen? That number keeps dropping. So, yeah, the guy wanted to buy it at 15. He got his order, but when he leaves, it's going lower. So it's a good indicator of a barometer to know where the direction of stock is going. It is a support levels. It was support levels for almost an hour. And after an hour, when he sold all his shares, the thing went down. It's as simple as that. And by the way, I will show you all this live in my trading room. Now, Fausto, my indicators told me the stock was going to go up. Oh, yeah, really? How do you read this thing? How do you read the left one to the right? I mean, this is what do you got? Bollinger Bands, moving averages, RSIs. What do you got there? I can't even read this damn things we got over there. Price action. Like people actually read that stuff. You know what the problem with indicators are? They're laggers. They're not leaders. I think the one on the right is a hell of a lot easier to read than the one on the left. Okay. Oh, I'm missing Fibonacci. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought I did, but I guess not. Listen, technical analysis paralysis. I think the hardest thing to teach people how to trade is the bad habits that they have. They spend so much time to learn and they read all these books and this and that. They spend all this money with training with people. But then when you start looking at something just being here and looking at orders, they're like, my God, it's that simple. And like, yeah, it is. It is. You know what the hardest thing about trading is though? Greed, discipline, psychology, trading. Like a lot of people are like, oh, do I really want to buy it? Listen, we teach you how to buy less and trade more. That's how you overcome that. It's called the KISS method. That's right. We use it all the time. We don't call it keep it simple, stupid. We actually call it keep it super simple is my terms of explaining it. So anyway, let me get you guys registered because we're running out of time here. And I know that you guys want to get into the trading room. I just want to kind of explain to all of you is this. If you want to do this right, you got to get a mentor. You got to have somebody involved in your life. If it's not me, I get it. Listen, maybe this is not what you thought it was, but I'm just warning to every single one of you, you are going to need a mentor and you're going to need more than one. And please don't be satisfied with the person you had in the past. Let me give you a little advice. If you're not making money within 30 to 60 days, what you've been taught, you're pretty much wasting your time. Any of you here had employees work for you, business owners, whatever? You had a guy working there for 30 to 60 days, you're paying him, and he's actually doing nothing. What are you going to do? Still keep him because you feel bad? Listen, sorry, buddy, it's not working out. Doctor ever give you medication? Hey, this is going to help you come better. 30 to 60 days, you're not getting better, you're getting worse. You better get on different medication or better find a new doctor. So don't believe the hype when these people tell you it takes 6 months, a year. They're wasting your time. All right. If you're doing something and you're not getting it right away, it's time to move on. Now, trading is a great job. I think it's the best job in the world. There's a reason why you hear people, the Reddit kids and the millennials all trying to get into it. Because you know what? It's easy to punch a button than going on a roof and make $200 an hour and kill yourself from 9 to 5. And plus, there's some of us that are older can't even do that anymore. And with COVID, I look at COVID two ways. There's a good thing that came out of COVID, and it's a bad thing that came out of COVID. Obviously, the bad thing of COVID is that it was a virus. It's something that none of us would ever expect. To me, it's almost like a war, that we're fighting. The good thing that came out of it is that some of you probably realize, hey, you know what? I kind of like working from home. You know what I mean? I like that the Dow Jones went from 18,000 to 31,000 in less than 9 months. There's a lot of money to be made. Hell, I would have made a lot more money that I made then in the market than probably 5-10 years going to work. Just pushing a couple of buttons. But how do you do that? You got to surround yourself with good traders. So it is a great job. And not only that, it's not stressful. You could do things. You could do it anywhere in the world. You could travel. We all know that. It's a great job. But the thing is, to live the dream, you got to surround yourself with people that are very good at it. You want to hang out with bad traders? Fortunately, you're going to do bad. You hang out with good traders, you're going to do good. That's how you do things. Now, CyberTrading University, like I reiterate before, these brokerage firms do background checks on us. They make sure that whenever we come and present, they do their research. We're endorsed by some of the biggest brokerage firms in the industry, and we like to keep it that way. Okay, we have a reputation, and what makes us very, very popular in the industry. For being around for 25 years, I'd look to be here for another 25 years. I love teaching people, but more importantly, I love making money with them and changing people's lives. So once again, make sure you check. If you ever going to do business with anyone, make sure you find out who endorses them. All right. Now, this is what I want to do for all of you. I want you to come in my trading room. I want you to look at the other people, how they think for themselves, how they trade for themselves. I don't want to sit there. You're going to notice nobody brags in my room. Nobody's talking about how much money we made. We do everything on a point system. I don't believe in egos. This is not the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. Which is fine. I know people like that stuff, but I'm just, I'm past that. I'm not 22 years old anymore. All right. I'm 49. I'm the oldest in the industry, but I love what I do. And now I'm like, you know what? I'd rather pay for my kids' school than go out and buy, a new Ferrari. Okay. I would like to, go on a boat with my family than, go racing. It's just, I have different morals. I think you guys have the same thing too. So if you're that type of person, you definitely want to come in the room, but look at the traders and see how they make money. Don't judge us on the winners, judge us on the losers, and watch how we take those small losses. If things don't go our way, we get out. Well, you're going to see it. And hopefully you guys are going to get it and you could be part of that team. Because remember, trading's not for everybody. Now, this is what I'm asking for. I don't know who you are, where you came from, what your name is, whatever it is, but there's an application fee to get into the room. It costs $9. $9 stupid stinking dollars. That's it, $9. Why $9? Because we want to make sure we know who you are. And you know what? After 30 days, after a week, if you don't like it, I'll give you $9 back. Okay. Basically, is what you're going to get for $9. You're going to get full access to the trading room for a week, full access to our courses. You're going to get your own education advisor. I'm going to show you how to pre-market and aftermarket trade. You're going to watch these trades. You're going to be able to talk to somebody over the phone. You're going to learn the experience and the professionalism. Some people are like, wait a minute, I don't get this. Like, how do you make money? I'll tell you how I make money. The way the company makes money and I make money is we trade with our traders. I don't know if you really qualify to trade, okay? There's going to be a questionnaire that you're going to have to fill out at the end of this application. Fill it out to your best knowledge. If you don't, we're not going to call you, okay? We're not going to let you in the room. You got to do a walkthrough with the traders. We want to show you what's going on in that room. We really want to make sure that you know what you're doing. And please take this very seriously. Don't say, oh, I'll be there. If you're not there, listen, we're not going to waste our time. Okay? I'm looking. If you're coming for a job and I said I want you here at 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock is not 9:05. 9 o'clock means 9:55. I always tell my kids, why you got to be 5 minutes late? Why can't you be 5 minutes early? You know what I mean? It's like half glass of the other. You want to do this right, you got to do it right, or don't do it at all, because you'll blow up your account. It's a lousy, stinking $9. Let me show you the truth. I know that people look like, I tried, it didn't work out, or I hear bad things about it. Yeah, well, who actually told you that? Who really trained you? Coming out there, try it out. You're not spending a lot of money. It's a cup of coffee here in New York, okay, which is very expensive. And you know what? If it doesn't work out in a week, we'll give you money back. Now, this is what I'm going to do as a bonus. For the first 20 people that register, you'll even get a free coaching class with me. I'll even talk to you on the phone if you're one of the lucky 21s. I can't teach everybody. I can't talk to everybody, but if you are, we got a few hundred people in here right now. You know what? Take a shot. You're still going to talk to somebody. You're still going to talk to my instructors. But I need to make a decision if you guys are qualified, ready for the team. Listen, this is not, when you get in a trading room, let me just tell you something. You're not going to be in a room with 2,000, 3,000 people. I could have 5,000 people in this room. I don't want them. You don't want to be in there. How are you going to get the support? Who's going to talk to you? Who's going to teach you? It's a waste of your time. We're looking for a person that is serious, that's been doing this, and can all help us make money. And the only way you're going to know the truth is take that $9 and try it out. All right. I got a couple of questions. Some of you said that if can I start on Monday? Yes. What I recommend you to do is make your appointment with your education advisor. Let them do a walkthrough with you. You can start on Monday. And then by Wednesday, Thursday, we'll talk and we'll let you know how things go. And by the way, you don't have to be there all day. We only trade like the first hour and the last hour. That's where we make most of our money. The next 2 weeks are impossible for me in May. No problem. Once again, if you can't make it, lock in the $9 now. And then talk to education, but send an email and we'll start it when you're ready to start. Okay. After 7 days, you'll lose access unless you want to continue, with the program. You could do that. It's $149 a month. Or if you want to take the classes, the instructor will tell you, our education advisor will explain to you how you do it more seriously. But listen, don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about, what's going to happen 7 days from now? What's going to happen? Listen, worry about what's going to happen now. For what you've seen. Don't worry about what's going to happen later. Because guys, listen, you think trading's easy? You're going to blow up your accounts. For what? For what? I've been doing this for so long. I went up against every school in the industry. I beat every school in the industry. You want to see how it's done? You'll see how to keep it simple. I don't care if you're from Australia, Germany, wherever it is. I got people from Hawaii. I got people from UK, Canada, Australia. I had 2 students that flew from Australia that came here to do one of our on-site classes. So listen, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You got two great time zones that work out. You got the first hour of the open, last hour of the close. You just got to make one of them. Right. So if you want to cancel, like I said, if you don't want to continue the program after 7 days, just let us know and we'll cancel. Listen, I don't need the scrutiny. If you don't want to be in there, we're not one of these other people that are going to try to lock you in. It's a waste of my time. I don't need that, So don't worry about it. Patrick, you got to talk to the education advisor. I don't know where you are or where you've been, but once again, we're looking for people that are very serious that are in the room. If you're not in the room, listen, I don't want to waste my staff's time or my time. Okay. I know you guys, I know people want to, I want to talk to you. Listen, talking to somebody is cheap. You want to make money, take it very seriously. You show us that you have an interest, we'll take you seriously. You think you just want to go there and, I just want to hear what you bought. Listen, that's not going to make me money. I make money by teaching you to be successful because I'm needing traders that will learn the art of trading that can share their content in the trading room. There's no tools, there's no program, there's no platform out there that does it. The only person that could do that is you. Okay? That's how it works. There's no machine that can make a good, a good chicken parmesan. Okay? There's no automation to make, a good, lobster fried diavolo. All right? I need to teach someone how to make it in my restaurant so I can go do other things. So if you're that person, then we'll do it. Yeah, all you need is $9, guys. What do you have to lose? $9. You're getting the cyber group room, 3 daily market meetings, a morning and afternoon watch list, a personal education advisor, a weekly live Q&A session, 100 hours of recordings of workshops and everything else. What else do you want? Okay, you want my firstborn? Somebody says you're getting an error message. If you're getting an error message, you can call the office. You can call 516-280-5350. You'll be talking directly to our main headquarters here in New York, and they'll be able to answer that for you. You shouldn't be getting any error messages. I see people registering right now. Hold on. You probably hear that binging in the back. Ding, 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 right? Probably hear that? Yeah, John, I just got your registration. Lewis from Los Angeles got your registration. What else I got over here? Karen from Ontario, Canada got your registration. See all your registration right now. Atul, I got your registration. I think that's you. I think I saw you. I know there's a couple of them. All right, anything else, guys? I got to get ready for the market's I want to trade this close. Things look pretty exciting going into this afternoon. We're getting a couple of really nice runners right now. Let me just show you the room right now. Right now, they're trading. You could see all the students in here talking. This is the room that you're going to be in, by the way. And you could see right now that they're just kind of, it's not really a good time to trade. But you could see them right here. Lita, talking about the stock space. You see how they're all talking to each other? You see how they think for themselves? I don't tell them what to do. Look, you scroll up. These are all traders. Andrea from Canada, Jerry. These people are trading right now. They're all looking at. We have our staff is obviously here talking too with them, but they're all in there right now. They're looking at this stock right here. Let me just bring this up. They're looking at this stock VERT. Look at that. What a beautiful stock. Look at that. Thing ran from $11 to about $13, less than 15 minutes. Who doesn't want that job? Stock's up 24%, 12 million shares. Look at this. This is on over here on the right. This is called the level 3. This is called the matrix on TradeStation. And we're going to show you how these orders get filled and everything there. So it'll be pretty cool. You guys are going to have a good time. Lisa says, check out we looked at that stock too. What was it? The FVRR. It was, that stock right there, just let you know, it ran up a lot. And it's starting to back off right now. This is the one you're talking about right here, right? Lisa? Yeah. There's only one problem with the stock. Okay. It's $260. All right. So us as traders, why I got to go risk and buy a $260 stock? I'd rather trade a stock like, did you see this one? AAGC up 200%. That stock went from $2 to $5. I would rather trade that stock than trade a $260 stock. Or how about this one? LIZZ. 2 days ago, the stock right here was $3.49. It's at 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we trade. This is what we trade. Look at that. That's what you call a mover. Okay, that's what you call what we would trade. And by the way, I'm not done. There's a lot of other ones out there. What else that we traded that did pretty well? This one was pretty cool. The CYTH got halted like several times. Stock went from $9 all the way to 13. This one was also a pretty cool one at the open. $17 to $30. Done within 30 minutes. This is what we trade. Look at the long-term stock of this stock. This stock went within 2 days, ran from $7 up to $30. That's what we look for. Why did it go up? Why did it go up so high? Because of buyers and sellers. Don't worry, Lisa. When you're in there, you're going to blow your mind. You know what? What you saw today, like just showing you what short squeezes are and showing you what direct access was and how I place limit orders, you're going to be like, you know, you're really going to be upset with yourself more or less than others. You're going to be like, how did I not know this? You know what I mean? But that's okay. Stock market's not going out of business. This is not Las Vegas. This is not a one-shot deal. You're going to do this for the rest of your life. Now, by the way, do not go anywhere because we are going to be playing the video of NASDAQ. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the TotalView. And listen, NASDAQ, they didn't need me to come there. You know, who's Fausto? Like CyberTrading University. They're NASDAQ for crying out loud. Okay. But they know that a lot of people lose money and they really need good educators to explain how to actually trade off their exchange. So you don't want to miss it. So don't log out. So while you guys are registering, I can see the bell keeps ringing. Sit back, watch it, and I'll see you all in the trading room. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like to thank my partners and everyone else to help me make this possible, my Stat CTU. And like I said, I look forward to seeing you all in the trading room. All right, guys. Good luck. Be safe. And we'll see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere.